The Grand Council chamber of the Galactic Confederation fell silent as Ambassador James Walker entered. The massive circular room, designed to accommodate representatives from over 200 species, suddenly seemed small with the human's presence. Not because of his physical stature. Humans were actually quite average in size compared to many council members, but because of what his arrival represented. "The human delegation is recognized," announced High Arbiter Tull, his forearms raised in the traditional gesture of acknowledgement. The amphibious diplomat's skin glistened under the chamber's lights as he struggled to maintain his composure. Walker nodded and took his position at the human podium, noticeably alone where other species had delegations of 5 or more. The tension in the room was palpable as representatives from across the galaxy shifted uncomfortably in their seats. 3 rotations ago, Walker began, his voice calm but firm. A Viridian battlecruiser opened fire on the human research vessel Curiosity in neutral space. 18 human lives were lost. Ambassador Vex of the Viridian Imperium stood abruptly, his scaled face contorted in what passed for indignation among his kind. The vessel was collecting data in proximity to our military installation. The captain followed established protocol for suspected espionage. Walker's expression remained unchanged. The Curiosity was exactly where it was permitted to be according to Treaty 47B, which your government signed. It was unarmed and made no aggressive movements. "We demand reparations and a formal apology," declared Ambassador Vex. A murmur rippled through the chamber as representatives exchanged glances. The Viridians were known for their military might, having conquered 3 star systems in the last decade alone. No one challenged them directly. Walker's mouth formed a thin line. "I think you misunderstand the situation, Ambassador. I'm not here to negotiate. I'm here to inform the Council that the human warship Retribution has taken position in orbit around your homeworld." The chamber erupted in chaos. The Viridian delegation leaped to their feet, their ceremonial garments fluttering as they shouted. Other species began talking amongst themselves, some in panic, others in disbelief. High Arbiter Tull struck his ceremonial staff against the floor 3 times, the thunderous sound eventually restoring order. "This is an act of war," hissed Ambassador Vex, his voice trembling with rage and fear. "Your single warship is no match for our defense fleet." Walker tapped a small device on his wrist. A holographic display materialized in the center of the chamber, showing a sleek, dark vessel of unmistakably human design. It wasn't particularly large compared to the massive Viridian warships surrounding it, but something about its design suggested lethal efficiency. "The Retribution passed through your entire defense network, undetected until it chose to reveal itself," Walker explained calmly. "It currently has targeting solutions for every major military installation on your homeworld, as well as your orbital shipyards." Another tap, and the hologram showed the Viridian defense ships, their weapons powered down, keeping a respectful distance from the human vessel. "How?" began Ambassador Vex, but words failed him. An elder Quarian representative, respected for his centuries of diplomatic service, rose slowly to address the chamber. "Humans have been part of this confederation for less than 30 Earth years. How could they possess technology that outmatches the Viridians, who have been spacefaring for millennia?" Walker smiled slightly. "We've been observing, learning. While the Confederation saw us as primitives barely worth notice, we studied your technologies and improved upon them." "This is unprecedented," declared the representative from the Tal Collective, their crystalline form shimmering with agitation. "No single species has ever threatened another member world with such impunity. No member world has fired upon an unarmed human vessel with impunity either," Walker countered, "until now." High Arbiter Tull raised his upper arms, signaling for attention. "What are humanity's demands?" "Justice for the 18 lives lost, full reparations to their families, a formal apology from the Viridian High Command, and," Walker paused, ensuring all eyes were upon him, "a revision of Confederation laws regarding unprovoked attacks on civilian vessels." Ambassador Vex had no choice. The holographic display clearly showed the vulnerability of his homeworld. "The Viridian Imperium will comply with these demands." Walker nodded once, then addressed the entire chamber. Humanity joined this confederation in good faith, believing in the principles of peaceful coexistence and mutual respect. We still believe in those principles, but make no mistake, we will protect our people. The chamber remained silent as the implications settled over the gathered representatives. Humanity, the newcomers, the supposed primitives with their quaint notions and limited technology, had just demonstrated power that none had suspected. The retribution will remain in position until the terms are met, Walker concluded. After that, we look forward to continuing peaceful relations with all member worlds. He looked directly at Ambassador Vex, all of them. As Walker departed the chamber, the buzzing conversations resumed, but with a different tone. The balance of power had shifted irrevocably. Multiple diplomatic aides rushed to contact their homeworlds with urgent updates about humanity's unexpected capabilities. High Arbiter Tull watched the human ambassador leave, his ancient eyes reflecting a mixture of concern and admiration. In all his years of service, he had never witnessed such a dramatic revelation. The humans had been underestimated by everyone, including himself. Outside the chamber, Walker allowed himself a moment to breathe. He hadn't wanted this confrontation, but the council needed to understand that humanity would not be bullied or dismissed. They had come too far, survived too much on their own world to accept anything less than equal standing among the stars. The message had been delivered. Humanity was not to be trifled with. And somewhere in orbit around the Viridian homeworld, the sleek, dark shape of the Retribution continued its silent vigil, a potent symbol of humanity's unexpected might.